Our headlines for you today. The nation unites. Street parties, royal receptions and a military flypast kick off the 80th anniversary of VE Day celebrations. Today, historic landmarks will be lit up.
You may recall a stunning display of poppies here at the Tower of London in 2014. Well, today, 30,000 of those poppies are back to mark the 80th anniversary of VE Day. And we're speaking to those behind this beautiful display a little later.
Pressure on the Prime Minister. Labour politicians call for a new direction after last week's elections, as reports suggest a rethink on winter fuel payments could be on the cards.
An investigation is launched after two motorcyclists are killed in an 11-bike crash during the British Supersport Championship race.
Good morning. Can it really be cheaper to get to Bergamo than to Bognor for a day out? I'll look at the rise of extreme day trips, saving money, but at what cost to the environment? In sport, history made at the Crucible. Qualifier Zhao Xingtong becomes the first Chinese player to win snooker's World Championship.
Let's have a look at this morning's papers. We're going to start with The Guardian. Fallout from the local elections last week leads that newspaper, with the paper reporting that Downing Street is rethinking its controversial cuts to winter fuel payments. It comes amid growing anxiety that that issue was a concern for voters at the ballot box.
Elsewhere, The Times focuses on Home Office plans to restrict visa applications for people from countries with high rates of asylum claims in the UK. Legal sources claim that the proposals, though, are discriminatory and would be challenged in the courts.
PM prepares for attack by Russia, reports the Daily Telegraph. The paper says the government have been asked to update 20-year-old contingency plans after threats of an attack by the Kremlin. Experts warn national infrastructure, including gas terminals, undersea cables and transport hubs, are all vulnerable.
And there are some cracking pictures in the papers today from yesterday's commemorations of VE Day. This, the flypast over the Mall and Buckingham Palace on the front page of the Mirror. But lots of the papers have tons of pictures of street parties and communities coming together. Lots of them have got pull-out sections as well.
And we will be talking about that on the programme here this morning too, and commemorations for the coming days as well.
Yeah, right.
Tonight at 6, Britain agrees a trade deal with India, the most significant since Brexit. It should be easier for UK firms to export cars, whiskey and lamb, and mean cheaper clothing and shoes from India too.
This has been talked about for years and years, an attempt to make it easier for the 5th and 6th largest economies in the world to trade. The question is, how soon will we collectively feel any benefit?
Also tonight, a tense meeting between Canada's leader and Donald Trump over whether Canada should be the 51st state of the US.
It would really be a wonderful marriage because it's two places that get along very well. They like each other a lot.
Well, if I may, as you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
After living for nearly 100 years on this planet,
Sir David Attenborough marks his 99th birthday this week with a new film about the sea and its importance in tackling climate change. And Queen Camilla inspects some of the thousands of ceramic poppies on display at the Tower of London to mark 80 years since VE Day.
A man has been charged with the murder of a British student nurse who was stabbed to death in Texas days before she was due to graduate. Londoner Elizabeth Odunsi, known to friends and family as Tammy, was found with multiple stab wounds on the kitchen floor of a property in Houston on the 26th of April. Plans to cut more than 700 NHS jobs in Essex have been described as ridiculous by the health union Unison. The Mid and South Essex NHS Trust runs hospitals in parts of Southend and Chelmsford. It says it needs to find savings of nearly £120 million. Bosses say they're trying to deliver the best patient care while spending taxpayers' money responsibly. And this is the moment 8 fallow deer skipped into a new paddock in Greenwich Park, where they'll be able to roam freely and access woodland. The herd returned to Greenwich after being relocated to Richmond Park for 4 years while building work took place.